So what's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. Hopefully you guys are. I'm not mistaken. I think St. Patrick's Day is today. So if you guys are having fun, you guys have your fun today. I get it. It gives people some more time to watch or get in here. We're gonna watch. Some people might be out doing some stuff. It is what it is. It is what it is. What's going on, Ghost? Mm. Chris, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's the word? You guys, as you guys come here and hit the like button, it gives people some more time to get in here before we get started with the live stream. Probably go about 30, 40. I know people are out having, enjoying St. Patty's Day. I think it's St. Patty's Day, I think, today, right? Is it St. Patty's Day? No, actually, St. Patrick's Day is Tuesday. I guess they're just celebrating it over the weekend, I guess. I guess. Okay. Unlock. He said 23 eggs today, went to the gym. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Chris for the success. It's good to hear that you're doing well. Yeah, Chris, you gotta get back in there, Chris. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back in there, man. Do a little bit of some, a little bit of one, two. So yeah, guys. Today we're going to talk about, and we're going to have some videos to react to in real time of India Love going viral, and then we got Ari Lennox going viral too for saying that she's attracted to bad boys. All this is stuff that we've known, but this just goes to show you these two women are the prime example of the women today. This is how they think. These two women, these videos that we're about to react to, this is the prime mindset that you have to expect from most women today. It's a sad reality, but it's the truth, and it's far too common. And so, you guys are always, some of you guys are hopeless romantics, and shout out to you guys. Um, love is a beautiful thing, but you have to realize that they prioritize business more than they do love, especially in today's time, especially with this economy. And we kind of talked about that on Thursday on how women are feeling the pressure. They're not going to tell you. They're going to try to shame you to do better, even though shame doesn't really work as well either. You said I'm going to Greece in July. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you. So yeah, you got to get in. You like these young people. You like I got to get back in shape before I go on vacation. You heard me? You got plenty of time to do it. A calorie deficit, and you can calorie deficit and work out 5, 6 days a week. You'll get there easy. Excuse me. Naomi, what's going on? So you are good, man, then, huh? So I'm not sure if I'm the one that is going for it. I don't know what you actually mean. But I did see one headline today, side note, pre-topic. Clarissa Shields and Papoose, or there's a rumor going out that allegedly Clarissa Shields is cheating on Papoose. So I'm just like, man, not again, bro. Like Papoose has just been taking L's. Remy Ma cheated on him, and now Clarissa Shields is rumored to cheat on him. And I'm not gonna lie, like from what 50 Cent posted, that shit looks actually real. She definitely did some stuff behind closed doors, man. And again, that just goes to show you that you cannot trust these modern women today, guys. You will get your heart stomped on. Uh, your money taken away from you if you have kids or assets tied to them legally. Like it's just bad out here, guys. I feel bad for the young people. I feel bad for the people that are a little bit older. like I you know, it's just a sad state when it comes to families. It truly is. Um, back when I was younger, there was still a remnants of people having families and people having fun together and all this stuff. And now people are just lonely inside. Either promiscuous. Like people are doing cuddle parties now. You know, these are like undercover freak shows and hookups, of course, but people are finding unique ways to hook up and do different stuff because they're so lonely and they don't have any community or family, right? Like people are joining running clubs not to get in shape, but to and socialize, but to hook up as well too. They're not even running anymore. Like this is crazy. Naomi said going to South Korea. Shout out to you. Heard that's expensive over there. So, it's just a really sad state. Humanity's in a sad state when it comes to dating. But nothing. Let's go ahead and get right into the videos, guys, and then I'll get you guys on your way. Maybe you guys are gonna go out later on tonight. Maybe you guys are gonna go to sleep. But yeah, we're gonna be a quick live stream today. Get you guys in and out, give you some entertainment, give you some insight, some key value, and then we're gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? If you guys watch the replay, if you guys are watching right now, if you guys want to super chat button at the bottom of the screen. If you guys want to support, all the ways you can are in the description. Hit the like button. The likes are free. In the comments, I'll read your comments if you guys comment on the video. First up, let's go to Ari Lennox. Okay. So here's the video going viral, right? It reads, Ari Lennox admits to wasting time with toxic men and overlooking sweet, secure men. That's just all too common. Women. This is why women, they're all single, because they're all living the same lie. Again, this proves it. Let's see what she has to say. You guys let me know if the audio is clear or not.
I think I have a thing for toxic energy. So I think there's still some more healing that I need to do, because when I look back on all of these energies, it's a shame I gave them so much time and there were sweet energies that I didn't. Yeah. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, that probably could have been me if I recognized the security in those individuals at the time. And like now, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that now. I'm aware that there's something going on. There's something wrong.
What do you think it is that attracts you to like toxic energy?
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or something. I mean, well, they're sexy, but they don't be the finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. Sometimes it's convenience, what we talk about. A lot of the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's like, if boring is good or not. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like,
it's the thrill.
Yeah.
It's the thrill of it.
Yeah.
What's
absolutely.
your sign?
Aries.
Oh, yeah. Fire
What's
sign.
yours?
I'm a Leo.
Oh,
we the same person.
All right. So, again, guys, we're starting to see the intelligence of why men picked women's who they were going to marry and date. We're starting to see why, because women clearly today, they cannot select. With all their freedom, the money that they make, there's still practically a whole bunch of single moms, a whole bunch of single women. They're just getting smashed out, getting reckless bodies added to their body count, and they're not getting anything in return for it. If they're luxury dating, they might get a luxury experience for 5 days or so, but nothing that lasts. And so, women, it just goes to show you that women suck at relationships, choosing the right men, and this is the reason why they're going to suffer. It's the main reason why they are suffering currently. You know what I'm saying? She just really, to be truthfully honest, guys, she's a toxic woman. She probably, I don't know where she grew up at. Toxic woman. She's addicted to that. She's an adrenaline junkie. She likes that toxic high, that chaotic high, that spontaneous stuff. And unfortunately, A lot of women have this in them. It's just levels to it. Some women have it higher or lower, but a lot of women still like this chaos and spontaneity every once in a while. But again, guys, this just goes to show you that they're guaranteed to be single. They are guaranteeing to be single by their behavior. Now, let's go back and react to this bit by bit and break this down bit by bit.
I have a thing for toxic energy, so I think that.
So first of all, she's having trouble accepting the fact that she's addicted to dysfunctional men, which in terms means that if you like dysfunctional men, that means you, to a certain extent, are dysfunctional too. See, women have trouble accepting reality, the reality of themselves and the reality of the people that they're attracted to.
There's still some more healing that I need to do because when I look back on.
Healing, there's no healing. She doesn't need any healing, guys. Um, you like what you like. You can't unlike what you like. So what is she gonna do? Go get a sweet man and then go cheat on him with the spontaneous guy? This is her life. This is her plot. This is her paradox.
All of these energies, um, it's a shame I gave them so much time and there were sweet energies that I didn't. Yeah. And so now I see those sweet energies getting married and starting families. I'm just like, dang, that probably could have.
See, this is what people mean when like you don't know what you got until you miss it or until it's gone. See, she only cares about the sweet energies um, after they got married, and she has FOMO, fear of missing out, not getting married, not getting into a relationship. Like if these guys were just ordinary losers and they didn't turn out to be anything and then become successful and have a marriage and have children, she wouldn't care. But it's the social aspect, the social proof aspect of it that makes her desire these things. This is the psychology of women that I'm teaching you. It's the social aspect of it, the social proof of it that is making her miss the sweet energy guys. These are guys that, that were talking to her that could potentially got her into a marriage or a long-term relationship, but she sees them marry somebody else and she's like, damn, that could have been me. Now, granted, she would have cheated on them, of course, but again, she's only worried about it from the social aspect of it. She only cared about it and said anything whenever they got married and she's still single, adding reckless bodies and getting cheated on and getting done wrong.
In me, if I recognize the security in those individuals at the time. And like now, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that now. I'm aware that there's something going on. There's something wrong.
Yeah, there's something going on. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. Women only come to these realizations whenever they're late 20s, early 30s, when they're older, when money is the priority. They only come to these conclusions then. They never come to these conclusions when she's 19, 20, like they should. Women, this just goes to show you how rebellious and they don't listen and don't respect the reality of the situations. It makes sense that a woman would get married early because whenever if she gets, she's not going to have the same amount of selection and options as she does when she's 40. You know what I'm saying? If you're 40 with one kid from a different guy, the likelihood of you getting married is slim to none. But if you're a woman at 21, you got a big chance of getting married. But women don't care about these things until they get pumped and dumped, until they become a single mother, until they're struggling in their 30s in debt and all this stuff. Now it's about security because she changes over time, and we predict these things. Like women are living predictable things that people have been calling out for years. They need to be realistic. You said, Chris, at 40, they need to be realistic. They need to be realistic at every age, Chris. And, the thing about women is, see, men aren't like this, but most women, the thing about women and how they learn their consequences, they have to get hit over the head. This is a metaphor, not literally. They have to get hit over the head with the consequence to learn it. This is why you guys, when you're dealing with women, you have to give them a consequence because they're not going to learn otherwise. They're not going to learn otherwise if you don't give them a consequence. This is how you get chicks that are nines and tens and they don't respect men and you got to do this and that. It's because dudes will not give them any consequences for their misbehavior. They'll give them a pass because they looks good, and then it gives them this entitlement and all this stuff. Like all this, this is women. You have to give women consequences for them to learn and for it to sink in their brain. And that's the unfortunate thing because us men will look at another guy or we'll look at reality, the truth, the facts, the data, and make a logical decision most times. Not all the time, but most times.
Sick energy.
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible. And they don't even always be fine. It's not even that like they're sexy or something.
So like, okay, you guys, again, game guys. This is a game guy point. Uh, she likes the guys that have good personality and that are fun and outgoing. That's the guys that she's talking about. She didn't really care about looks. So a lot of you guys that are looks maxing and all this stuff, you're worried about this wrong stuff. She's caring about personality, spontaneity, fun, being reckless. That was before sim culture. That's true too. That's true too. But yeah, guys, a lot of you guys think you have to look the best. No, just be exciting. It's that simple. You know, sometimes we overcomplicate women.
I mean, well, they're sexy, but they don't be the finest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's just an energy. It's sometimes it's convenience. What we talk about.
Ooh,
A
ooh,
lot of
ooh, ooh, ooh. You guys missed that. Sometimes it's just convenience. So you guys want me to tell you a dark truth about women? It's convenience. A lot of you guys, you come across women in the club, you come across women in social settings that were DTF. They were DTF. You didn't take the opportunity. You didn't make the move. You weren't aggressive enough. Sometimes when it comes to women, guys, it's just about convenience. Like she said, it's just about the timing. You know what I'm saying? She had a couple drinks and she was horny, and now she wants to get it in with whatever guy that's fun at the moment. Whichever guy within her vicinity is fun, attractive at the moment. And you can take her into the bathroom or take her into the car or take her home and, beat it down. And, what's going on, Nicholas? She just admitted sometimes women are just, they'll screw off of convenience. See, a lot of you guys, women get a lot, this is part that a lot of guys don't understand. Guys, a lot of women, they get bodies, they have reckless intercourse all out of boredom. Like when they're bored, they get the swiping. When they're bored, they get the effing around and smoking weed and going out. When they're bored, that's when they're more likely to get smashed. Within a minute of meeting a woman on a night out can be intimate. Give it a try, fellas. And like she basically Nicholas is in the field right now, giving you guys information and like, bruh, like I've seen it. Like she's telling the truth. Like some of you guys don't realize that you can take a woman, you can meet a woman, and then 30 minutes later be in her guts. And like, you know, you guys think that's an impossibility. No, that's a reality. You just aren't being aggressive enough.
those the sweeter energies that I felt like weren't for me. I could see myself falling asleep a little bit on the phone.
Oh yeah, yeah, boring. Yeah, boring. We know. We know you know. We know. Women need unpredictability. You know, if women would rather have a guy that cheats on them than have a boring guy. That's just the reality of the situation. All right, guys, moving right along. I'm going to get into India Love. You know, she went from Christian to a modern woman in seconds. This is crazy work. So we're going to give you guys just a second to like the video. If you haven't already, comment your thoughts so far. I'll take a good swig of water. This is crazy, y'all. And like I said, these are the mindsets of women today. This is the mindset. So the way these two women act, Ari Lennox, the way she's talking on her podcast, the way India Love is about to act, this is how the majority of them act. You said no sparkling water, bro. This is not sparkling water. This is the Mountain Valley spring water. This is probably the most healthiest water out there right now. Nah, bro, I don't do no sparkling water. That's disgusting. All right, guys. India Love breaks down her birthday, reflecting on her past.
I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my teenage phase. I went through a lot in my 20s. I made a lot of mistakes, and there was a lot of people who drugged me through the dirt for it. And I believed it for a long time. I wasn't nice to myself because of what others said about me until I knew who I really was and whose I really was, which is yours, Lord. Now nobody can shake how I feel about myself. Nobody can change how I feel about myself. Nobody can change how I view myself. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my teenage phase. I went through.
God damn. And that's the other thing, guys. Like, these women do be going through a lot. Like, a lot of you guys, oh man, you think the younger that you get a woman, the more pure she is. Not in today's world. They be broken at 21 to tell her to knock off the victim crap. Tell me about it. Right? Whose I am. Because look at this switch up. This is a huge contradiction. This is why women that claim religion is so disingenuous and you can't trust it. Watch this switch up in just a second. Why do they all say they regret their past like they accidentally slept with 50 men over a decade? And women will gaslight you. They'll be like, "Oh, well, it just happened. Like it just." You know what's crazy, guys? I've had women talk because I'm really interested in women's past. I'll ask them about it, and like it's no judgment or like that. Do you guys not realize that? I'll be like, why did you deal with him? And then she'll tell me or tell you guys if you guys ask them this question, they'll say, well, I had to sleep with him. You had to sleep with him? No, you didn't. Yeah, I had to sleep with him. He was just so fine. He was just this and that. It's like, damn, that's one hell of an excuse, right? Just imagine a guy saying, well, I had to cheat on my wife because she was just that fine. She wouldn't accept that. She would not accept that. He said, wait a minute, what is this algorithm? What Ari do? You got to go back and rewatch that part. But she basically said she likes um, the bad boys and regrets dating or regrets not getting with the sweet guys. And all these little sweet and nice remarks are just insults, guys. These are passive aggressive insults. These are not good things to be called by women. You want to be called toxic and fine and all this stuff. Because now she went from this. And whose I really was, which is yours, Lord. Now nobody can shake how I feel about myself. Nobody can change how I feel about myself. And this is how the women be in church. This is how the women be in church, guys, with one kid by their side. Now, she went from religious woman to modern woman in 2.5 seconds.
As I'm not gonna lie, like with me, this is a personal preference. This is a personal preference statement. Just as a man, I don't want to hear you say nothing about discounts, cheaper. Even if you do, like, I don't mind you getting a discount. I don't mind you preferring cheaper and things of that sort. I don't want to hear it as the lady. Like, I don't want to hear you got a problem with no prices and nothing. If I don't live my life that way, I don't want my man to express himself that way. You could feel that way. You could organize it aside from me somewhere else. But as soon as I hear somebody say, that's too much, how much is it? That shit pisses me off. Just as a woman. Personal preference. This is just me talking, okay? I cannot deal with that shit. I hate when guys like complain about prices and things and want like shit to be cheaper. Like, and you could feel that way. Just don't express it out loud near me because I don't do that. Like, I like the finest of the finest. I pay top dollar for certain things in life, which is most of everything. And I would want my man to as well. Like, like please. Like, I don't, even if, does that make sense?
First of all, how do you go from Christian to modern woman, full modern gold digger, like not making sense things? And like she's cursing with her kid in the back with no father around. She's a single mom. Like, goddamn, there's so many red flags. Like, bro, you have to just you just have to laugh at this shit to keep from going insane, bro. None of this shit makes any sense. She's talking about, well, that's too much. She don't like it when guys say that's too much. Well, sometimes it is too much. Sometimes, you gotta budget stuff. Sometimes you gotta save up. Sometimes you need to not get the most expensive thing because it's not the best quality thing. Just because it's Hermes don't mean Hermes makes the best bag. Maybe this other bag that's a little bit, $100 cheaper makes a better bag, but you want the brand recognition, the name, but the quality of this bag is actually better. This is crazy, guys. And like women act like they're shocked that we don't talk to them or we don't take them seriously, nothing like that. It's because you're liars. They're liars. They lie way too much. Like, I had a woman recently I was talking to, and like it just goes to show you, like, I never put faith in these different things. So we went out like a couple weeks ago, and she told me she was going out of town because she had this little meeting, and like she said, when she come back, we'll do something. Now, in my head, I know women. Women suck at planning. They suck at the future. They suck at getting back to you and all this stuff because they're scatterbrained. They got 50 different things going on in their head at the same time. They can't make a decision. They suck. So I knew she wasn't gonna respond back. I didn't think anything of it. And like she came back from the trip, supposedly, and still no response back. But like, why do they expect us to trust them when they lie so much? It just makes no sense. Prices are high. LOL. What are we supposed to do, bro? DeAndre said, "Yeah, like you gotta budget stuff. The cost of life is expensive. Like she's a moron, and like guys, women like this. Let's keep this shit a buck. We gonna keep it a buck. The kids should be in bed by now.
I've been through a lot.
You know for a fact, any woman that looks like this, any woman,
I've been through
any woman that looks like this, you know for a fact she let a dude hit for free the same night. You know for a fact. So I don't want to hear anything about your prices and your standards. And like, why do women get standards after they have kids? Like, your standards should go lower. You're older and you have a kid. You should be damn near happy a dude is even talking about a relationship with you. This is crazy, bro. This is the delusion of women today. And as you guys come in here, hit the like button, double tap the screen, and see that the numbers are growing. But this is crazy, and it gets worse. I got another video for you guys. Their patterns expose who they are. Need not to listen to a word they say. Exactly. Listen with your eyes. You can express yourself, but who cares? I could give a damn. Exactly. Especially if your words mean nothing, if you're not gonna back it up with action, right? Like how you gonna say you're a Christian woman and like you don't act Christian? Like it doesn't make sense. Anyways, the same women who acts that she's busy was the one offering all her free days when she had high interest. That's true. Exactly. You know, certain rules apply to certain men, and certain men don't have certain rules. What's going on, Grant? Shout out to my man Grant for being in the building on this Saturday night. He said, "Truth Miles is all how she feels in every specific moment, and then they self delude, cope, and cap." Exactly. Because it gets worse, guys. Check this out. Check this out. This is even worse. She went. Okay, let's rewind. She went from Lord Jesus Christ to praying
I'm not gonna lie.
to hey, I'm a gold digging single mother to this.
Stop playing with me, huh? Trying to buy it. You trying to buy it right now?
Oh, girl, let's
You
go.
got cash?
Yeah.
You got cash out?
Yeah, how much we talking?
Little 500.
No. How much we
I'll sign the bag for you if you want.
Right.
500, you can get it. I ain't giving y'all my shit. Come on now, this that real deal Cali shit. I handpick my shit. You want me to sign it? I'll sign it. But 500, that's it. That's it.
The title reads, Bro was ready to cop India Love's love pack until he heard the price. I don't know what exactly that is.
You got cash out?
I don't know exactly what's in that pack or whatever that is, but whatever it is, it's damn near sure not worth 500. Now she can sell it for however much she wants. Again, monetized woman. Monetized woman. She's selling high prices, which means she's intending to get an older guy with money, tricking. This is the same stuff. All the same. It's all connected. It's all connected, right? And like, you figure if you're gonna be a decent, if you're gonna price something like that, put the price on it early. Don't put the guy on blast in person, because it lets you know that she's a disingenuous woman. Like if I'm selling something, I'm gonna put the price tag by it. I'm not gonna get it and then, because this is what she did to this dude. Basically, is she saw who it was, she wasn't impressed with him, and upped the price. So the price is remnant on who's picking it up. Instead of like a normal business, put your price by your items so people can gauge or not whether they want to buy it. But see, if you attractive or she upcharging y'all just based on how you look and all this stuff. $500. She's smelling.
It's a hybrid.
It's weed. She's selling $500 weed, bro. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, bro. It's weed, bro. She's selling $500 weed in a pack.
It's a hybrid indica dominant.
Wait.
It's a hybrid indica dominant, and there's an indica with a bonnet.
Wait.
I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in my teenage phase. I went through a lot in my 20s. I made a lot of
This is the women you got to deal with, guys. These are the women that you have to deal with. He said, Miles, if you ever dream of a girl like her, you need to wake up, slap yourself, and call me and apologize. Hell no, bro. He said, call me to apologize. Hell no, bro. Women like that are only for bedroom activities only. Grant said she bad. I mean, she's not a terrible looking woman. She's not terrible looking, but her mentality is disgusting. You deal with enough toxic chicks, you learn the hard way. Like a mouse getting electrically shocked with will avoid the electrical shock stimulus. Exactly. And like that's the beautiful thing about experience. Hopefully, when you get an experience, you don't get burned too badly. But this is the thing with experience. You learn that hey, women will say one thing and do another. He said one looks trouble. Exactly. She got neck tattoos. She got tattoos all on the back of her fingers. All this like, bruh. See, at least Ari Lennox, at least she was starting to hint that reality. Hey, I'm addicted to toxic dudes. I have a problem. I'm addicted to toxic dudes, and I'm trying to fix it or get some kind of understanding. At least she's being honest. This woman, India Love, is completely dishonest. Right? She'll go one thing to another. She'll go from Christian woman to single mom with standards to smoking weed, like selling weed, bruh. He said, Nicholas said, all women are sex only category. That's one way of living. Shout out to Nicholas, man. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Nicholas. Like most women today are only for that. You can't get anything else out of them. They don't really offer too much back to you. They demand a lot, but they don't offer too much in return. Like most dudes today, like Grant, you still in here, bro? Like we as young dudes in our under 30, and even you, Nicholas, you're a little above 30. We can't name five things that a woman can give us. Most women can give us today. That's consistent with most women today. Like we can't name five things that most women have that can maintain a relationship. 33G, yeah. Excuse me. We can't name five things. Half of them don't cook. They not gonna clean. I mean, half of them. Well, some of them do clean. That's consistent. Like following your orders. That's a if. If you take her serious, then she has power to do more harm. Exactly. See, what I'm starting to realize is heavily experienced dudes like Chris, and you're getting up there too, Nicholas, and I'm right behind you. Pause. You start to look at love differently. Like it's hard for you to be intimate because in order to be truly in love and truly be empathetic and to be intimate, you have to be vulnerable. But once you go through enough experiences, you realize that being vulnerable with women is not going to help you in any way. It's going to probably hurt you more than it helps you. So you're going to be closed off to it a certain extent. You're going to be watching her behavior. You have a sensitivity to certain things because you've dealt with so many women that have been distrusting. So it's people call it jaded, but it really is just experience, and you dealt with another woman and them being dishonest that even if you do get into a marriage, she has to sign a prenup. You got to have contractual contracts to ensure that she doesn't act up and doesn't take too much of your wealth. Like at that point, it's hard to be in love, guys. It's hard to be in love because in order to be in love, you have to trust her. You have to basically tell yourself that she would never do that to me. And that's not the case most cases, most times. So for experienced guys and intelligent guys, it's going to be hard for you to fall in love with women. I mean, a good woman will provide a lot. They will be the mother of your children. The problem is there's not a lot of Proverbs 31 women out there. Yeah. But if reversed for smash and dash, the only power she has is to leave for another dude. Yeah. I've been the side dude for her temp breakups with her man too often. Yep. I was watching one video. I was watching Steph Cole earlier today, Nicholas, and he was like, bro, he said, I was smashing this girl and her baby daddy was downstairs. I'm like, bro, that's a level of risk I wouldn't take, but that's crazy work. Like, she cheating on you in the same apartment building, bro. And they want you to take women seriously? Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Bruh. Women are fantastic deceivers and manipulators. It's absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. A woman won't be mad at you for cheating while simultaneously been cheating on you the whole time. At this point, trust and women don't go in the same sentence. Do not go hand in hand, man. And granted, you know what I'm saying? I know some dudes be out here lying too, and I don't, it is what it is, but women's deception's on a whole other level. It's crazy, bro. I've been in a woman's home with their man when their man is due ever after he finishes work. Yep. She invited you over. You dodged a bullet right there, Nicholas. You know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes it get like that. Sometimes you gotta hit that real quick and get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Nicholas, you definitely been the fun guy. You're the spontaneous, chaotic dude. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro, dude smashing his smash his chick in his bed or in her bed. You know what's crazy, Nicholas, too? She'll let you go raw and have a kid. And then right after that, she'll let her boyfriend or husband come in and smash raw too to make it think that it's his child. Or she'll let both of y'all smash the same day. You know what I'm saying? That shit is disgusting, bro. That's crazy. They lied through their teeth. They go by how they feel. Yes, bro. And sometimes, bro, ooh, Lord. Women be in full relationships and be swiping on Bumble, selling cat. You know what? I'm thinking I'm going tomorrow's live stream. I think we're gonna talk about how most men under 40, or I think most men under 40, most men under 30 and 40 years old, especially men from 18 to 32. If you're gonna marry a chick today, you're gonna marry a 304. Like there's no way around that. Like dudes be marrying chicks that used to be. We're gonna say that for tomorrow, but this is crazy out here, guys. Like you're guaranteed to get a slower. Shout out to the Saint and the Senate. You're guaranteed to get a slower, bro. Damn. I'm gonna tell you guys this, and then we're gonna wind down. When you're dealing with women today, you have to always keep your thinking cap on. Don't ever think that she would never do this. Don't ever think that she would never do that and this. Always keep your thinking cap on, bro. You rather be shocked by her being good than be shocked by her doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So like, always keep your thinking cap on, bro. Don't ever fall in too deep with your feelings and emotions, cause that's as soon as you do that shit, here come the okie doke. You feel me? I had a woman 2 weeks ago say she she wasted getting on birth control because her relationship only lasted a month. That was a hint to me to not worry about going raw. Yeah, because she was wanting a kid. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, her game was not very tight. It is what it is. I do think a lot of this stuff goes both ways. Women probably cheat more, but only because it's easier for them too. A guy who has the ability to cheat cheats just as often as girls. Yeah, that's for sure. What is key take? What are you doing, bro? No, it definitely goes both ways. The guys that are cheating are probably the top 20% of guys that have the options. It's hard for them not to cheat because they just getting it thrown at them so often. Uh, I think women are just better at it. You know what I'm saying? And they're better at it. Dudes aren't. They're more trusting of their woman. Um, the side dude that she's with ain't gonna tell on her. So those are like the main reasons why women get away with cheating better. The dudes today are no better at cheating than the dudes that was in the 1950s that had families across the city. Your grandma knew she was getting cheated on. She just wanted to. She just compartmentalized it, pushed it back in her head, and said, "Hey, this is more important. The family is more important than breaking up the family." Like, you guys want to know a shocking statistic that most of you guys don't want to. Nobody wants to talk about. The guys that use OF, that subscribe to OF, the dudes that watch PORN the most. See, a lot of you guys think those guys are incels. Well, incels got to do, just masturbate all day. Incels are the only ones that are subscribing to OF. You know, incels are the only ones that they got to pay for straight away just to get chicks. No, bro. Married dudes. The reason why you didn't hear about tricking and why it was so quiet back in the day, and it's now a new thing now, because the married dudes would keep it on the low back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When your grandfather went to the damn juke joint, he was cheating, bro. After work, he worked 14, 15 hours a day, go to the juke joint, get 2 beers, come in home, have drunk to your grandma and kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what was happening back then. Back then, when the dudes was married and they got tired of sleeping with their wife, they go get you know brothel chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just the incels, bro. It's the dudes, like the astronomer CEO that was cheating on his wife. Not only was he cheating on his wife with that chick that he was with at the what was it, Coldplay concert with, he was subscribed and getting money to an OF chick, Sophie something. Like the married dudes, they be saying they conservative. Oh, bruh, the shit gets worse and worse, guys. Like the more you think about this shit, the more you cannot trust human nature, bro. And that's really what this channel's about. It's about human nature. We talk about women a lot because that's what you guys want to hear me talk about. But when we talk about society and all this stuff, it's really human nature at the end of it. That's the quiet part nobody wants to talk about. It's crazy, ain't it? Ain't that shit crazy? And to be honest with you, the women back then, they stayed with your grandpa even though they knew he was cheating because she didn't have any other options. She couldn't work. You know what I'm saying? What's she gonna do? Leave him? Back then, there was no child support. There was no alimony. Like if she got like homie back in the day, a man could say, "I'm going to a different state for work" and never come back home to his wife. So, we talk about this love and all this stuff, but really all at the end of it, guys, majority of it is transactional. I know you don't want to hear that. I know dudes getting their feelings. Well, I want genuine burning desire. Well, you can get that, but you got to be in shape typically. But I feel guilty when I've met another woman when I was in a relationship. When in a relationship in 2024, I went back and forth between from two exes, and the other was jealous of the other. Hey, bruh, it is what it is. We don't judge over here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And you know what's crazy, Nicholas? The women knew about each other, and they still dealt with you, which says a lot more about them than it says about you, in my opinion. When another woman wants you and she's more keen for you, it's tempting, bro. Like most dudes, if we being honest, like if you see two bad chicks and they come up to you and offer it to you, most dudes is gonna take it, bro. If we gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying? That's why certain areas and certain arenas you got to stay out of if you're this is my policy. If you want to avoid cheating, if you're a man or a woman, you got to stay out of the tempting areas. And like, I'm not judging anybody, Nicholas. A lot of attractive dudes that's in shape, that's tall, cheat. That's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? And like, that doesn't put you out of the game. It puts you more into the game, actually. The women like that shit to a certain extent because they're naturally polygamous. Ooh, it makes too much sense, right? Women huddle around the same top percent of guys. Their man will cheat and have kids with different baby moms. Look at NBA YoungBoy. He'll have 3 different baby moms, 10 kids, and multiple chicks still want him because women are naturally polygamous, but they will not tell you because they want to dominate the situation. Hello. Women have been lying to you guys this entire time, and the proof has been in your face the entire time. They've always been polygamous. A lot of guys, a lot of women, they won't tell you this, but them and their best friend have had threesomes together with a dude. They've gone through each other's body counts and they've slept with the same men. You figured that this stuff would be deal breakers for them. It's not, which means what? They take to polygamy, they're just dishonest about it. Now, someone would tell you the truth, like he can sleep with whoever. I'll still be right here. Oh, the realities of women. Can you guys take this? Is this too much? You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it can be too much. My current woman told me not to see other women. It's nice to be tied down by her actually taken seriously. Hey, but if you cheated on her, hey, bro, it is what it is. Sometimes it get like that. You know what I'm saying? The life of an attractive playboy. They met each other once when I was on my way to meet one, the same place, same time. Then met my older ex around the corner. Was insane timing. And they still dealt with you, bro. You see what I'm saying? This shit makes too much sense, don't it? It makes too much sense, bro. It makes too much sense, bro. It makes too much sense. Oh man. I had a woman leave me in 2022 and send her best friend to me to get my attention away. The life of a bachelor. Like Nicholas, you making these incels angry, bro. You making the dudes they can't get women angry, bro. Like me, you, Chris, and the dudes that been around, even Grant, we've been around these guys. Like we see what's going on, bro. Like we see this stuff. But like to these red pill ragers and these incels, bro, they gonna be hating on you, bro. But like I've been knowing the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens to you when you like that, when you him. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we hitting the hour, guys. You guys send your last couple of questions and comments as we wind down. Um, in very good live stream tonight. Very insightful for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You said it took me 27 and 32 to really get the big view on it all. Now it's easy to get and even keep women learn the balance because yeah, you in abundance, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why your girl is attracted to you because you're not scared to lose her. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to lose her, but if you lost her, you can get another chick. That's the beauty. Excuse me. That's the beauty of having an abundance of options. So yeah, guys, it's about showing what they want to see and hiding what they don't want. Yeah, because women don't want to see the truth. They don't want to see or hear the truth. So yeah, you have to, tell them comforting lies, unfortunately, and doing it in the correct timing. That's true as well. You said I meet new woman on the way to dates, new numbers. Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicholas, you're like one of the few guys that has the complete package. And when I this is what I mean. Guys will do the self improvement, they'll get in shape, but they still won't go out. They'll get in shape, they'll get their money up, but they won't get the third part, um, the lifestyle of abundance. Guys, if you want to have this abundant mindset, this becoming apparent to me, and I'm more focused on my body and money right now. But definitely once that comes, I'm gonna be outside for sure. Like that is definitely coming on the way. But dudes will get their money up. They'll get in shape. They'll get their body back down to at least 15% where they have a 4 or 2 pack, and they have just a flat stomach. But they won't go outside. Like Nicholas, you know this for a fact, bro. Like sometimes you just gotta go outside and just be in the vicinity to get approached. You know what I'm saying? Like you just being outside and in the right opportunity and right time gets you opportunities just off of that. Let alone if you know how to speak and how to spit the game to women, that's even more. I mean, well, the looks. This looks to be a somber stream, and you look to be banned. Apparently, I don't know what that means. I literally focus my all to get this. I literally focus my all to get this and to learn. Even being on these manosphere type channels to sharpen and update my knowledge, real life experience is king. Yeah, exactly, bro. And like you have to go outside. How are you gonna become this uh you can become the most attractive person in secret, but if nobody knows about you, then you're gonna be the hidden gem that nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying? That's the struggle of introverts, by the way. And that's one of the few areas where extroverts don't struggle. Extroverts struggle with the staying, the self improvement because they're too out there, they're too accessible to people. But they do know a lot of people, and they do have a lifestyle of abundance, and that's a thing that they uh, don't struggle with that today's guys struggle with. So yeah, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you guys for being in here. Shout out to my man Nicholas. He said Frank said I like that hat. I appreciate you, man. Exposure therapy works. Shy people just have to talk to strangers more. It's like working out. Eventually, you get stronger. Yeah, and the lifestyle of a it's a lifestyle of abundance, guys. Like it's a lifestyle. You have to make going out and doing stuff like a lifestyle. This is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. Like people mess up on their diets and like, excuse me, I'm gonna get into shape. They'll get into shape and then they'll lose it again because it wasn't about maintaining the lifestyle. It was about just getting there. And then once they get there, they're gonna do whatever whatever they want to do. That's not the case. You gotta get there and maintain it. But anyways, guys, that's my video. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. Don't forget to like the video, comment your thoughts.